How's it going, guys? I am Matthias and welcome to Reading Your Comments. Last time I asked you guys for your most embarrassing stories and you delivered. And now let's all make fun of you. And before we go any further, the question of the day for you to put your comments down below is, what is your biggest FML moment? What is the moment in which you were like, F my life? I cannot believe this just happened. I want to hear all your funny stories down below. Keep them funny, keep them short, keep them snappy, keep them punchy, keep them good, keep them fun. You get the picture. So many of you shared your embarrassing stories, and I feel it's only fair that I share one of my most embarrassing stories, but I'm gonna do that towards the end of the video just to make you wait for it. Most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me? I fell up the stairs when I was at school, high school, then tried to play it off by pretending to do a push-up. Everyone was watching and totally noticed. What do you mean you've done that? How do you do that? You mean like going up the stairs, you fall on your face? And then you just decided to randomly do push-ups? In year 4, we were playing Dead Fish, a game that you have to lay on the ground and not move if you didn't know. We were playing it outside and I fell asleep and the teacher sent one of my friends to get me. Luckily, no one said anything. So you were playing this game where you had to lay on the floor and you were like,
man, it's nap time. Who's gonna know? Until
your entire class goes inside and wonders, where's Tiffany? I cried when I saw the Frozen trailer at school. Matthew, that's rough. Last night I dreamt I was pregnant and my water broke at the beach. I'm a 19-year-old male. The bigger question here is, did you wet the bed? And that's what you thought your water was. All right, in my junior year of high school, I got hit by a car and a few people were there to watch. The only thing they had to say to me the next time they saw me was, man, you really suck at Frogger. You have some amazing friends, Kayla, just amazing friends. No, I mean it, like, can I be friends with them? I was explaining to my friends that my older sister was actually my step sibling because my mom had her out of wedlock, but I couldn't remember the word, so instead I used incest for whatever reason. So basically I told them my mom had my sister out of incest. Needless to say, they all laughed at me and I felt like an idiot. Yeah, maybe it was like awkward laughs. Maybe they're like, let's go be friends with someone else. I threw a brick at a teacher by accident right to the heel and she fell down and everyone was looking at me. Bro, how do you throw a brick by accident? Just like, oh, whoops! Didn't mean to launch that heavy rock with my hand. I hugged someone that I thought was my mom, and when I found out it wasn't, I peed my pants. That was not one of my proudest moments. I've done that before too. I have actually gone up and just like held some other man's hand. I mean, I was young at the time. It wasn't like last year. I was playing mini golf and my sister decided to hit me in the nuts with a putter, and then I fell into the water on the course. Hole in one. One time when I was younger, I thought I could become a ghost and go through stuff. I believed it so much that I said, "Mommy, look at me," and I ran face first into a streetlight. Yeah, I was a stupid kid. My whole life is an embarrassment. My dad is friends with my crush's dad, and when the school did grandparents and parents night, my father and my crush's father forced us to talk to each other while they talked. Before we stopped talking, I sneezed on him. How do you sneeze on someone? Just like, surprise sneeze attack. Hey, how's it going? I like your dress. Once I was talking to a boy and my phone was in the pocket on mute and my mom called me and I accidentally clicked to answer her. Basically, she was listening to us talking for 8 minutes. Once I got my teacher to flip out in class, punch a hole in the whiteboard, flip over a desk, and get on the intercom, we have a weird system, and quit. All because I corrected his math. He got mad because I did it without raising the hand. Sounds like your teacher had some pre-existing issues. Once I was on a date with this guy and he asked me if I wanted soda. I said, well, I am a lover of fizzy drinks, so duh. Get it? Soda? So duh? I'm an idiot. Getting handcuffed by myself. The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me was when I accidentally gave my teacher my personal diary instead of my poetry journal. She didn't know and ended up reading it out loud in class. No way. Here's the question though. Did you get an A? I was playing basketball and the ref gave a hand sign and I thought it was a high five. So I gave him a high five. My mom got it on video. It's just like, yeah, that's it, buddy. When I was 13, I was at a water park and I was swimming underwater. Someone landed on me and knocked me out. When I came to, the lifeguard had me and a cute guy walked by. Then I looked down and noticed my top had come untied and was no longer covering anything. That was the most truly embarrassing moment. I would have to agree with you, although I'm a man, so when my top comes off. It's not that big of a deal. I told my mom that I didn't have crushes anymore. She came to my school and asked all the boys if they knew me. What? The ones that did, she told them I had a crush on them. Okay, your mom is crossing some boundaries here. Whoa! I went to school with a giant hole in the crotch part of my pants. A boy saw it while I was sitting down and yelled, "My eyes, they burn!" and then ran away. Oh, I hope you're wearing underwear. When I asked a dude for the first time if he'd like to go out with me, he laughed and asked if it was a joke. He truthfully thought it was. I lied and went like, "Oh yeah, it was." Cries in the inside. The truth is, this guy most likely thought it was a joke because girls aren't typically known for being forward. So he was like, "It's a joke, right? It can't possibly be true. My dreams." When I was 12, me and my mom were leaving the mall and decided to race to the car to see who could get there first. It went great until I launched myself into the wrong car and onto the lap of a complete stranger. My grandpa did that once. He like got into a car that was completely identical to him, and there was already a lady like waiting for her husband or something, and he looked and he was like, "Oh!" My most embarrassing moment was when these bullies convinced me to throw a rock in the street and it almost hit a cop car. The cop car came and I got grounded for I don't even know how long. I still hope it didn't get in the news. Don't let people pressure you into things. That's not cool. Digestive cookie. I bit a black man when I first saw one in my life. I was 1, and I bit him because I thought he was Chuck. What? This is not true. This is not true. You're messing with me. I broke my hand, sprained my wrist, and fractured my hand on a non-moving car. You know, those cars. Dangerous, whether they're moving or not. Okay, so once I was at this restaurant and the waiter handed me food and said, "It's hot." And I didn't hear him, and I thought he said, "Good day." And I said, "You too." Never ate there again. This is hot? Oh, you too. Thank you. When I was 8 years old, I ran into a sliding glass door that leads into the backyard. Very normal story, but then not even 2 minutes later, I ran into it again. I was not the brightest kid ever. 5 years later, I'm still running into glass doors. J-Fred did that once. We had to put a bunch of stickers on it so he wouldn't do it again. When I was a kid, my aunt brought over strawberry daiquiris with whipped cream to drink with my mom and dad. My dad was supposed to be watching me and went to the bathroom. While he was gone, I had eaten the whipped cream off the daiquiris and drunk the actual alcoholic drink. Long story short, a 6-year-old got drunk and was frolicking like an idiot in the living room like a ballerina. When I was like 13 or something like that, my dad gave me a wine spritzer, okay? It literally had maybe like 1/4 of an ounce of wine in it, and the rest was just Sprite. Cause like, I really wanted to taste it. I really wanted to be independent. I ended up crying like a baby about 30 minutes later and fell asleep at 6 p.m. True story. Once I farted on a cat, then it bit me. I once fell asleep in English class while reading and farted so loud I scared myself awake. Somehow I played it off pretty well. I'm sure you did. Just like, what's up? Who did that? Whoa, it's a smelly fart. Who did that? In middle school, I had flat boobs. One day, my friends' enemies were teasing me about them. Out of anger, frantic energy, I said, "One day I'm gonna get boobs and then I'll rub them in your face." Whoops. Nothing more awkward than your parents walking in on you watching Orange is the New Black at that wrong moment. It's not porn, it's a Netflix exclusive, Mom, you don't understand. All right, and now for my embarrassing story. One time I was at school, it must have been like, I don't know, 2nd grade or something like that. And yeah, I wet my pants. I wet them thoroughly, just thoroughly drenched in urine. So instead of going back to class, because I had just left to go to the bathroom, I went straight to the principal's office and I called my mommy. She came, brought new pants, and I went back to class and my teacher was like, "Well, you were gone for a long time." And I said, "I had to go number 2. I don't think that made that better. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see another one, please click like and remember to put your answer to the question of the day down in the comments below. What is your biggest FML moment? All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. And if you haven't seen the last one, it went a little like this. And this is where you guys have read excerpts from your diary. Let's begin. We went to the hospital because I was really sick, but it's cool because we ate out a chicken. Let me repeat that. We ate out a chicken.